Welcome to Put This On, Season 2, Episode 28, where we watch If You... Damn it. Roll it back. Roll it back.
Roll with it.
If you are the one?
Are you the one?
That's why I'm so confused. The stupid If You Are the One really screwed me up.
What show did we watch, Chris?
Are You the One?
On MTV. Season 2, Episode 2.
This is
that
not
right?
Season 2.
Oh,
I think it's Season 6, Episode 2.
Season 6, Episode 2.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This
Ooh,
thing
boy.
is rolling.
All right. Well, this is
start.
definitely one of our worst starts. Thanks for not rolling it back. I'm Chris Lorenz. Sitting to my left is
Harrison Hoffman.
sitting to his left.
It's James.
Sitting to his left.
Robert Kitts.
Sitting to his left.
Neo, because I'm the one.
There's no Max in that.
Ouch. That was.
What about Maxfius?
There you go.
And-
But he's not the one though.
Don't worry about it.
God damn.
The show. The only thing I have to say about the show is it's dumb. It's very dumb.
The people on it are definitely dumb.
Everything about the show is dumb.
I like the formula.
Who's dumber, the people on this show or the people on Bromans?
Bromans. It's not even close.
It's not even close.
All right, Harrison, hit us up with the description here.
If your perfect match was standing right in front of you, would you even know it? In the most ambitious dating experiment ever attempted, 11 gorgeous single women and 11 hot single guys are put through an extensive and scientific matchmaking process to find their perfect match. All 22 singles are living together under one roof in New Orleans with one shared goal: figure out who is their match and finally find the love that they have been looking for. That's about it. Are You the One on MTV?
This is garbage. It's so bad. I can't. I admit, while watching the show, some of it was entertaining, but like, it's just such a dumb idea. I just can't do it.
It's kind of a clever idea. though.
Where is Dr. Pepper or Dr. Pepper at?
We do need Dr. Pepper. That was a big
we need
miss.
some Dr. Pepper.
We definitely missed a bunch of the tee up on this show by not watching the first episode.
Yeah, but we actually got to see what the show was about.
We did.
Like,
We did.
realistically, we probably should have watched episode 1 and 2, but like, I don't want to commit that much time to the show.
Right.
And I hate when we watch episode 1 and we get all these intros to like half the people and
Yeah.
don't actually get to see the format of the show.
It's definitely tough because like this does seem like a show where you kind of need to know like the people and like the relationship histories of the people.
I feel like about, first 10 minutes were a little rough, but then after that we started to get into it. And
Yeah.
I
The
thought it was
pirate
fine.
party was real rough. I was
The
like, what is going on in
pirate
this
party.
show?
The pirate party was just like, yeah, guys, let's do this pirate party. And they got no footage out of it. And they're like, shit, what are we supposed to do with this? It was on for like 2 minutes.
Well, what it seemed like to me is that the producers were just like, well, we got a bunch of these pirate things we bought at a Halloween store, and let's just have these guys go and say they're gonna have a pirate party, and we'll just give this stuff to everybody.
yeah.
Is what it seemed like to me.
I feel like a pirate party as an idea is extremely lame.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you get people to dress, slutty and like it works as a party idea. Does it work as a show party
Sure.
idea? I don't know. Like if you're just trying to have a party on Friday night, pirate theme sounds fine. Like,
Right.
There'll be a lot of bad talk like a pirate jokes though at that
yeah,
pirate party.
definitely.
And somehow I don't think there were any in the show.
No one was talking like a pirate at all.
That's insane.
Very
Yeah.
few people looked like a pirate.
Maybe that was the problem. Like half the people look like a pirate, so like the rest of like the party was just like they couldn't show.
Who took like 2 hours to get ready and then came down not looking like a pirate?
Deandra.
Deandra.
That has to be like the worst part of the show.
So like
Deandra's the worst part of the show?
that love triangle. Like I'm just done. I don't care.
well, I mean, I think that like basically like the whole basis for like the intrigue on the show is that like these people are constantly forced to question whether or not they're with their perfect match. So there's a lot of potential for people cheating on people, betraying people. Like there's definitely a lot of that kind of stuff going on.
Right. Like, this is politicking the show, it seems like.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's 11 couples, and we start off episode 2, and they're all pretty much coupled off from what we could tell.
But that's the whole point.
No,
I think
they're
that-
trying to figure out who their couple are. It seems like you should probably date around a little bit and say like, oh, maybe this is it, instead of being like, oh, I really like this person. He's real hot. That's obviously my perfect match.
Well, I
which
think
is, it seems like what happened.
Well, I think that also we missed in the first episode. Some of them probably went on a date together with one of the other people, so maybe some of them got to spend a little more one-on-one time.
I bet there was something in episode 1 as like some sort of challenge that coupled them off, and then they just sort of stayed in those kind of couples, like Harrison's saying. Yeah. So Max, so this is politicking the show. Wasn't Bip politicking the show?
Never watched Bip.
Oh, that's true.
No, Bip was. Oh, I thought you meant Bachelor for some reason. Bip.
Well,
Yeah.
Bip and Bachelor are related.
Yeah, but Bip definitely seems like politicking the show because you actually have to, or you get kicked off the show.
right.
Like,
and this
whereas
one,
this, you don't
yeah.
get kicked off the show, I guess, unless you're a perfect match, which they hinted at in the show, but they never really said.
Yeah, I guess that if you find out that you're a perfect match, you could just leave the show with the person and live happily ever after. I don't know.
So does your beam stay on forever then?
Maybe. It definitely kind of feels like that movie, The Island, when they're just like, oh man, like, are they going to get picked to like go off together? Like their organs are about to get harvested by some people here in a second.
Oh, what a twist if you went in that gazebo and then it turns into like some organ harvesting situation.
Oh man. What a show.
What a show.
So there's 11 perfect matches in this crew. I think it would be amazing if there were 10 perfect matches and then they threw in like one guy and one girl just to stir the pot, who like they're actors and they just want to like fuck shit up.
Oh man.
Season 10, Max.
That would
Oh,
be
man.
so amazing.
That is a great idea.
So, in essence, what happens in the show is that there's some sort of challenge where people get to choose, like some dates are chosen. And then after that, they have to pair off at some sort of random ceremony that is like way too long. And then they decide, they get flustered. The producers tell how many perfect matches there are out of the paired people. And then if they get no matches, half the money goes away.
How much money are we talking about?
We're talking about $1 million.
$1 million.
$1 million.
So if nobody's matched,
But hold on here. It's $1 million, but split amongst everyone.
22 ways, unless somebody goes home because they're a perfect match.
Well,
if
we
you
don't
go
know.
home because you're a perfect match,
I feel like you got to be in on the money.
yeah.
You feel like you should get to steal the
perfect
money.
match.
Your,
Yeah.
your reward is love. Is true
You should
love,
be able to
Chris.
get the money at the price it is when you leave.
Yeah, you
Oh,
get the
man.
$1 million and you leave.
You get like the 122 like of $1 million.
Oh, you just get your
But like
share.
You get your
1/22 is like, 40 to 50K. That's nothing to sneeze at.
No, but when you're down to like 250,
That's something to sneeze at.
I don't know. Less taxes. You're only getting like 20K.
I
And
mean,
you're on the show for like, what, 8 months? I don't
8
know. It takes them a
months.
week to film an
No
episode. Like at this rate, it's going to take a year.
well, I guess before that ceremony they have it's unclear when the truth ceremony is.
The truth booth.
The truth booth is after the dates.
what is the truth booth?
The truth booth is where the couples find out if they're actually real matches or not.
Oh.
One couple gets to find
One
out. So
couple.
do you think there was a truth booth in episode 1?
No.
No. So this is the first truth booth.
I think this is the first truth booth.
What do you think is going to happen in that truth booth? So that was the
Banging.
cliffhanger.
They just get to know if they're
So you think it just tells them? That's
Yeah.
real fucking lame. Like there should be some kind of test or something. Like
yeah,
something
you gotta,
exciting
You
should
gotta
happen in
cut
there.
your hand and
Yeah,
put blood
like
on
something,
the
I don't
thing.
know.
they got to have the iPad, right? Just like the other thing?
It's just like a
Yeah.
big green check mark or a red X, and you're like, okay, well, I guess now we know or we don't.
There's
fucking
definitely
lame.
going to be some random ceremony that makes it look cool, but it's essentially like
It's
yep,
like thumbs up,
nope.
thumbs down.
Yep.
That's all it is.
The show is amazing because it revolves around trying to pair up 11 different couples who are chosen based on some totally unknown criteria, maybe at random.
no, they're chosen by how crazy they are
Yeah, it's the producers,
and how good they
I
are
underst-
to film.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's hard for the contestants to figure it out when it's not really based on potentially how good of a relationship they're going to have together, right?
Well, I have to assume that has
whoa,
to
whoa,
come
whoa.
into it.
So you're saying you don't trust the process?
I'm not saying I don't trust the process.
It sounds
I'm just
like you don't
saying
trust the
that
process.
I'm skeptical of the
Dr.
process.
Pepper says you have to trust the process.
Do you think MTV's process is better or worse than what was the other one we did?
Married by Mom and Dad?
Yeah.
Absolutely better.
Yes.
This
There's
is
definitely
100%
way
better.
more people wanting to join the show. The
Well, it's
talent
MTV.
pool's like
Yeah.
way higher than Married by Mom and Dad.
Right.
But I feel like Married at First Sight though has a better.
there's not a lot of commitment in the show. It's just like, hey, try to figure out who your match is, and you get some money. It's
Some
not like
people want
you're
that.
getting married.
Well, realistically, like this show probably films over like 2 months or something.
Yeah.
And you get to party in this fucking house for like
With a
and
bunch of
bang
hot
chicks.
people.
Yeah, it's just like as long as you're hot, I guess that works out.
That's the whole criteria for the show. You got to be hot and dumb and want to go live in this house and drink a bunch.
See you, James.
Thanks, Max. Love you.
Yeah. So anytime they're not in a challenge or dealing with this stuff, they're just hanging out, drinking, like shirtless most of the time. It seems.
Trying to
yeah.
find that perfect match.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, you
feel
can't
like
fu-
there would be more like one-on-one with other people, but they don't like they paired off and like we didn't see them talk that often.
Speaking of outfits, though, who had a great outfit on the show?
I don't know his
There were a
name.
couple.
There's the crop top outfit.
Definitely crop top
Crop
guy.
top.
Not
I
just
think
any
he was
crop
the-
top. USA Eagle crop top.
Yeah, with the deep V, deep V crop
Deep
top,
Very deep.
and jorts, like super short jorts.
Oh yeah.
And the one girl was like, "Yo, he's wearing boots. Yo, send me to that boom boom room." And I'm like, "What?
The boom boom
Are you
room.
looking at the same person?"
Chris, what is the boom boom room?
Oh, that's the banging room.
Did anyone go to the boom boom room in this episode?
Oh yeah, definitely somebody in the boom boom room.
And then some other dude was trying to also get in the boom boom room and had to knock.
I'm not
Hey,
sure
you
I
done?
trust that scene. I feel
Yeah,
like,
definitely
yo,
not.
just go knock on that door. Let me get that shot.
How much
Yeah.
of this is like just the producers talking to people like, "Yo, you see who's kissing who over there? You should go get up into that."
James, you gotta get on the show and like suss it out.
50%.
God.
50% of
Gotta
the
go
show is definitely producer driven.
Mm-hmm.
The other 50%, maybe it's people making real decisions. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't. There's no way for me to quantitate that though. So like,
Yeah, we have no idea.
I hate to say it, I was entertained.
all the shows to be entertained by, Max. This show.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Are we gonna-
What was the entertaining moments for you?
Uh,
What did you like the most?
Everybody hooking up with people they shouldn't be hooking up with is really funny to me.
Yeah.
I loved the little name
Oh,
drops
little
they were
captions.
giving.
Oh, they're
the
so
captions were
good.
so good.
So like you know how on like CNN or something you'll see like Nancy Pelosi, Democratic senator from blah blah blah, like the little subtitle, the little title.
Or even on Bachelorette when they have, the
Tickle monster
Penguin guy.
profession or tickle monster.
They have that on this show, except it is like sort of their failure in love. So one guy will be like the heartbreak kid, the other one will be falls fast, the other one will be like
it wasn't just Falls Fast, it was Falls Fast and
that was
Furious.
somebody else.
Yeah.
There were two
That's-
people.
There were two.
There
Yeah.
was a guy
Oh, I
falls
missed Falls
fast,
Fast.
and then there was the girl that was falls fast and furious.
Oh, that's definitely the perfect match.
so what was everybody's favorite title?
Recovering player was really good
Oh,
for the
yeah.
guy who's already in a love triangle.
Oh yeah,
I think he's off the wagon.
Malcolm.
What was the Cray Hunter or something?
Ray
yeah.
Hunter.
That was good.
Man, there were
And
some
he
really
definitely
good
hooked up with a
ones.
crazy girl.
That girl is 100% crazy.
Who the fuck? Well, she's probably hamming it up for TV, but who the fuck hunts crazy people?
I think you'd be surprised, Max.
Fair.
A lot of crazies out there. Gotta be people who love the crazies. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that my favorite was the one guy that was loyal to a fault, and then the girl that he's been with is the one who literally the first thing she says is, "Every guy I've ever been with, I've cheated on," and it's just,
Yeah.
oh boy.
he's
And in
loyal
the
to a
same
fault.
conversation, while she's sitting on his lap,
yeah,
she proceeds to say, "I think this is official. This is like Facebook official,"
yeah. And she's like,
which means can't mean it much. in
Well,
her
I thought it
world.
was like he tried to make out with her and she said no.
Oh.
Is what I thought happened there. Or she
Oh.
said it wasn't Facebook official yet. Is what I thought, but I don't know.
But then later it became Facebook.
yeah, then they
official.
made out later in the show,
man.
or at least they kissed. I don't know.
I think James is right though. Is when you cheat on every boyfriend you have, Facebook official. It's easy to give it out. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the one that was like Second Chances was in their title?
Second
Chance
Chance
Queen.
Queen.
Second Chance Queen.
Deandra, I think.
Was Deandra.
She's in that love triangle.
And she's definitely ready to give him a second chance.
It definitely seems like they've written all these titles at the end of the show, and then we're just going to get to see how everyone grows into these titles throughout the show. Like, it seems really good.
Yeah, like at first I thought these were like part of their
Yeah.
the survey of how they did the perfect match, and
Yeah.
now it definitely seems like they filmed the show. They're like, all right, we got to come up with a caption for everybody.
Which is great because like you see some years later, you're like Heartbreak Kid, what does that mean? And then like as the show goes, you're like, oh man,
I
Heartbreak
feel
Kid.
like it would be cool if like they had sort of a before after title. Like you have two titles. You have the one you're locked in with at the start, and then you have like a current status.
Oh yeah,
It would be fun if the title was always updating.
Like a
Yeah.
dynamic.
But part
title.
of it is so you know who they are.
I know part of know who you are,
the
but like
Heartbreak Kid.
Be
you
great.
know, they're doing something crazy. They just cuts them, and their title is WTF.
It's just like, well, am I going to remember Zach or am I going to remember Heartbreak Kid?
Definitely Heartbreak Kid.
Romance Rookie.
Romance Rookie was.
Rookie.
Oh, that guy.
I don't know if we want to get into more minutia of the show. Like, I don't find it all that entertaining.
We should talk about the iPad at the
Oh,
ceremony,
yeah.
though. So the ceremony where they couple off, like the way they did this time is. Oh, we got to talk about the host.
Oh, the host
TJ.
Oh.
TJ.
It's another TJ.
Tej.
It's like Terrence J.
Terrence
Yeah.
J.
Yeah.
So
He's-
do we call him Tej?
Ter J.
He's very enthusiastic.
So enthusiastic.
He's got, his teeth are super bright. He's super white. He's just
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
even notice the teeth.
His teeth represents the beams.
Oh,
he
shit.
just looks like he's glowing. You just like the guy looks like he's glowing.
The
I'm-
lighting and the makeup.
I'm unsure what his motivations are, but he seems very mysterious to me.
He's a mysterious guy.
Is there a backstory on this guy, you
We
think?
don't know.
I googled him. He was in a movie, a 2016 movie called The Perfect Match.
Oh, my god!
Is it an MTV movie?
I don't think so.
It's like
Has
an
he-
MTV film.
Is he a host of this show for all
Maybe
6
there's
seasons?
maybe there's an MTV movie that's completely fictional that's based on a season of Are You the One, and
Yo.
this guy's just the host in the season in that movie.
That's
he was
insane.
he was the host of a Mark Burnett reality show on Fox called Coupled.
Oh,
He's a professional reality show host.
a professional relationship show reality
Right, like
host.
he's definitely got a niche.
Very specific.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I
Do you
like
want to
way
hear
he
the
runs
description of the show, The Perfect Match?
Oh yeah.
A playboy named Charlie, convinced that all his relationships are dead, meets the beautiful and mysterious Eva. Agreeing to a casual affair, Charlie then wants a bit more from their relationship.
Is that a reality show?
That's,
No,
a
his
movie.
Oh,
The Perfect Match,
But
starring
has this guy been
TJ and Cassie Ventura.
wow.
To answer your question, no, it is only as of 2017.
So this is his first season as a host.
That's nuts.
Wow. Okay.
Who was the host before?
I'm looking. It was Ryan Devlin.
Ryan Devlin.
He's a very white dude.
I feel like they may have made a good choice. Like, he's a good host.
Yeah.
This is no Victor Cruz situation.
This is definitely not a
Oh,
Victor
yeah.
Cruz
He's
situation.
not. He's elevating the show. I think. Without him-
not having seen it with the old host.
I'm just saying,
He's elevated it, okay?
this show with Victor Cruz would be insufferable.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So like, he's
He's
definitely elevating it
definitely-
to a point.
For sure. He's definitely like a saving grace of the show. Because, like, you're only so interested if you're, like, just coming into this thing, like, cold. And so, like, at least he's bringing some good positive energy. He seems interested in what's going on. Like, it seems like he's generally pretty curious about, like, hey, like, what happened on that date? Like, give me the details.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's really into the idea. He's really into the idea of all these people finding their perfect matches,
Mhm.
and he's very excited about it.
So you think he's got that earpiece in, and like the producers are like, oh, you should ask this person about this.
Oh yeah, for
100%.
sure.
The producers love using dumb tech on the show for no apparent reason.
Let's talk about those iPads.
Like,
Like, I don't
back
yeah.
to these iPads.
We
Yeah.
gotta go back to. Is it even an? I bet it's not even an iPad.
It's probably an iPad.
Some
Okay.
kind of Android tablet.
My
So-
money's still saying that it's just a TV screen and then they're just rolling like a loop. Like it's just there's so many producers watching. Like, all right, cut to the screen of them. I don't. Even, how do we even describe this thing? I don't even know how to
Okay.
roll it back here.
So the ceremony goes as such. In this episode, the dudes just go up there and they are asked, "Who's your perfect match this episode?" And they say, "Oh, it's Felicia." And Felicia walks up there, and they put their hands on like two iPad-looking things side by side, and you get a little like TV Men in Black hand scan animation, and you go off.
And
like
then it says
how-
it's locked.
Oh, locked in.
Yeah,
locked
Terry
in.
keeps saying, "Are you ready to lock it in?"
Yeah.
Like, what are we locking in? We're gonna put our hands on these screens.
The
and-
production value in this show is insane. Like, why? Why
It's
is
so
there so
good.
much slow mo? So much like camera angles coming in. I'm just like,
Yo, the
what is
slow-mo-
this for?
Slow-mo looks good though.
Do you need
I
the
un-
11 slow mos of those hand shots though? Like that seems a
yeah.
bit excessive.
I'm just saying, like, the production values on this are real high.
Yeah.
Somebody had a big tech budget for some reason on the show, and I don't get it.
MTV must have like the most senior
Yeah.
producers running in reality shows on TV. Like, I don't. Like this, the challenge in this look top notch reality shows.
Should they have cut the budget on this a little bit and boosted Fear Factor's budget a little bit?
No. Just
Oh,
boost the
man.
challenge budget a little bit more. Just juice it. You gotta
Juice it.
you gotta put the money where the show's working.
Ooh, we're gonna get to the challenge a little bit later.
we're getting
but
to it later.
ooh, man.
Oh yeah, good stuff. Okay, we'll come back to that.
So is MTV trying to get all their hosts to now be TJ in various forms?
Yes, Terrence J is a TJ.
Because
It's a requirement.
they replaced the old host with a TJ. Or is Luda going to get replaced with another
Luda's
Teresa
the
Johnson
best part
or
of
something?
that show. You can't replace Luda.
But he's not a TJ. They need only TJs.
Only TJs. Who's the host of the new TRL? Is it a TJ?
It's probably going to be.
Might be.
What's TRL?
You'll know what TRL is?
Total Request Live.
Yeah, it was a show back when I was in like
Max is a youngin.
middle
I keep forgetting
school.
this.
Max is too young for this, I guess, which is crazy.
He was probably lame by
Well-
the time, Max.
Well,
Are you
no.
aware of Carson Daly at all?
I know who Carson Daly is.
What do you think? Kurt, like,
TRL
what do you most know him
Yeah.
for?
being
currently?
being a piece of shit.
yeah.
Okay,
well,
there you go. There was a
yeah,
time
no.
when he was actually like kind of cool.
I'm
he,
aware.
he was the host of TRL. That's Carson
Okay.
Daly. Yeah,
That was like when it was kind of cool
and
still.
they're bringing it back apparently.
Oh god, that can't
No
be
one
going
cares.
good. Is that a reality show? Can we watch that one?
No,
Damn it,
no,
I tried.
It's kind of reality.
Not watching it.
We'll do a ruling later.
Yeah, like the fans are requesting live.
No,
It's real time. It's live.
No, it's not. It's garbage.
You the DJ.
This is a true fact about me. I probably haven't watched more than an hour of MTV before I started doing this podcast.
Dude, that Tom
Yeah.
Green show, Jackass, great shows.
Jackass,
Man.
great show. Jackass the movie, great movie.
Jackass is an MTV show, so you're lying.
Yeah. Well, I didn't watch it on MTV, that's for sure. Maybe some DVDs.
That's true. I got to give you one thing about Jackass. I have previously hated that whole show, the movie, everything about it. But I'm having this realization right now where all of the shit we watched on whatever episode we're in, I don't know, I'm kind of coming around on it. Like, it's not looking so bad as it once
You
did.
think it's like a mill third kind of show?
Like, it's
Like-
definitely better than a lot of shit we watched. So,
There's a lot
like,
of shit on TV.
Do we got to do Jackass?
I'm not sure Jackass qualifies.
Give it the James rating?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Does
It could.
just Jackass qualify?
I don't
Everyone have an
know.
opinion?
It's got to be a reality show.
I mean, it's like pseudo real, right?
We'll
like,
we'll take this after the pod. We'll sort
Okay.
that out.
Yeah.
If you
Sidebar.
have an opinion,
Yeah.
you can send it to us.
but you know what I mean, though. Like, I don't know if you were originally a fan. Like, I was like hardcore hating on that whole
I love
thing.
that show.
Like, I nearly walked out
always
in the
loved
movie.
it.
That was the closest I ever came to walking
Why did
out
you
of
see
a
the movie if you didn't like the show?
Because everyone was going, or like, oh, come on, it's going to be great. You're going to like it, blah, blah. And then I went, and I'm like, man, this is rough. The only other movie that I came closer to walking out on was Borat.
Wow.
Man, we're in a wild tangent right now.
Yeah,
All right.
sorry.
Do you want to
Going
bring it
back-
back?
I
Let's
went
bring
off
it
the
back.
rails. Let's get it back.
So let's bring it back. There's one more Are You the One thing I want to talk about, which is there's an insane date between some crazy girl and this boring dude named Joe,
oh, yeah.
The romantic rookie.
the romance rookie.
And she's
Who
the
wears-
man eater,
Who
right?
wears an
She's-
insane robe around all the time?
Yeah.
No, he wore that to the challenge.
Just one time. It was a costume.
Oh,
He wore it to the challenge where the other dude was wearing the USA crop top deep V. So, like, in comparison, you know.
basically they go on a date to like this place in New Orleans that serves hand grenades.
Tropical Isle.
I don't fucking know.
Wait. To be clear, does the place serve them, or did it just bring them in? Because that's the
It
thing.
didn't look like
They-
the place.
Right.
Is that like the? I
They-
never was upstairs.
They
so I don't
showed
know.
the Tropical Isle sign, and then later they're drinking hand grenades. It's
On, like, a balcony.
unclear if they're drinking them in the property.
Okay.
So anyway,
I don't
they're-
remember there being a second floor to that.
Me either.
place.
Me
So,
either.
They're
Dubious.
up there. starts off with the dude like throwing grapes into her mouth, and it's kind of silly. Then she starts like sexually putting the grapes like in her mouth and like batting eyes at him. And then she like knocks over the table and they start making out. She's totally hamming it up for TV, but it was insane.
Wasn't there something crazy there where she was previously thought to be with somebody else?
Oh, yeah.
And the dude's like
She-
hey, aren't you with so and so? Like, how do you feel about going on this date with me?
She got pissed at her current hookup because he couldn't shoot arrows at archery.
And he said that he was gonna go hang out with this other girl.
Right.
While she was on this other date. She was like, "Oh, okay, if you're gonna do that, well, I'm just gonna make out with this dude."
Right.
So she's clearly crazy because she did that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's very crazy.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Is the guy was originally paired up with the Cray Hunter?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
so
the Cray
he,
Hunter,
he's found his.
No,
All
exactly. That's
makes
why it's a
sense.
perfect match.
They might be the perfect match.
They might be.
I guess we'll have to
Look, Cray
find out.
Hunter is with Crazy right now, so
No, but this other guy, Joe, romantic
romantic
rookie Joe.
rookie.
So are the
she's
little-
just doing that to make him jealous.
So are the
Chrissy's
little
through it.
titles just like a puzzle for the audience to figure out to be able to do these matches? But I mean, because obviously the people on the show don't know their titles, right?
No, they have no idea.
So like that.
They,
could be-
they
could be
don't have
little-
the titles yet, as we've discussed. They
Oh right,
definitely
it's what I'm
get them
saying.
at the end.
Yeah.
That
a
would be
puzzle.
great if there was like there was a code you could crack, and
Yeah.
like so Falls Fast and Falls Fast Furious. That one's a little obvious, but like there was like, oh yeah, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Falls Fast and Falls Fast and Furious, does that mean they're compatible?
No, maybe it's too obvious.
I don't think that just means that they have those characteristics. I don't think it means that that's
Or
who they're
maybe-
pairing up with.
One
Maybe
false
it's a hint to
but-
the audience, Chris.
Right.
Think about that.
Oh.
Falls Fast and Furious is definitely gonna have some drama later in the season.
Oh yeah.
Like with a title like
yeah.
that, like it seems like a giveaway.
There is
Well,
one thing
Falls
I
Fast and Furious went to the Boom Boom Room with the Heartbreak Kid.
Oh,
It's all. It's
so it
all
sounds like the
fits
Heartbreak
together.
Kid is about to break some hearts, and somebody might fall fast and then get real angry about it.
Oh yes.
there's definitely some hints at what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Like, does the romantic rookie mean he hasn't had any like serious relationships before the show, or does that mean he's just acting like an idiot on the show and never gets with anyone because he's
Oh,
like
interesting.
terrible?
You're
Because-
acting like a real romantic rookie out there.
Well, he says like the dumbest things. I could totally see like no one interested in him because he's just saying crazy shit all the
So
time.
it's almost like his title, just like he just gets demoted in the title. The producer just like rookie.
rookie. That's
Is there
what
like
it
a
seems
champ?
like to me.
That'd be great. Is there like a returning champ on the show?
No,
The champ
there's
is back.
right.
There's just retired players.
Who's the
That's it.
CT of Are You the One?
They always know who their perfect match is.
So what season is this of the show?
Six.
And so there are people that have been on previous seasons that are now on the challenge. Is that
yeah.
right?
So this is one of the feeder shows for the challenge, which is one of the reasons why we picked it. And
So it's the minor league.
yeah, it's
We're
the
just watching like the farm teams.
yeah. So
Yeah, do you see them throwing those arrows?
Right.
Like,
It was. They would have got.
definitely throw them all off the challenge, 100%.
Yeah.
So they haven't had enough people to fill the challenge roster from just playing from the real world. So they need to add another show into the mix, get some more people, get some more young blood in the show. You know,
I want to say Kayla's from this.
I think Kayla's from this. Devin, who was on earlier this season, is an Are You the One? I think a few other people too. I don't know.
So Harrison, based on this one episode, who are you most looking forward to being on the challenge?
Oh, I can already tell you.
Oh yeah.
Tell
yeah.
us.
It's the dude who literally looks like the Predator. The dude who's like the dude who has the insane dreadlocks.
That
Is gonna be a hell of a challenge competitor. I'm scouting this guy early. What's that guy's name?
He didn't
someone
seem
with a
very
J?
interesting in this show, though.
He wasn't that interesting, but I bet that guy's a beast. Look at that dude.
Oh,
a
you just
bunch
think,
of the
like,
girls,
physically,
a
okay.
bunch of the girls have their eye on him too. Everyone wants the Predator.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Right.
definitely interested for sure.
That dude
I have no idea who
intentionally.
you're talking about.
the
What
guy
do you
with the
mean?
insane dreads.
Yeah.
he has like really
Okay.
massive dreadlocks.
The dreads. The
They
dreads.
were
I get
talking.
the dreads.
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
talking about like him fusing his dread with somebody else's dread. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's like Avatar.
He
What
was not that.
What was his
interesting.
tagline?
I don't remember.
Predator.
I know,
That might be
man.
bad in
Don't
this
want the
context.
tagline Predator on the dating hookup show.
That's definitely not good.
Oh, man.
Ooh, sorry, man. I don't know who that guy is because he didn't really stand out. But
I definitely want to get to know that guy a little bit better. He seems like a crazy dude based on the way that his head looks.
So Harrison, are you going to be watching? Are You the One? Is like you're a scouting for the pros.
Oh,
be
man.
like,
Yeah.
And like it'll be part of the. You'll give us the challenge update. Then you'll be like, so on Are You the One? I'm really liking Predator. He's making some strong moves for challenge consideration.
Yeah,
Oh,
get that
oh.
scouting report. I feel like MTV should hire me to do some scouting.
I feel like, if we had some sort of challenge fantasy league going on,
oh,
there's some sort of
man.
keepers,
Oh, my
maybe
God.
you could, draft some people on some other shows.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, we need a contact at MTV. Like, Challenge Fantasy would be so good.
they have it, but it's horrible.
We need to
Oh.
make
We can
our
make it
own
better.
challenge fantasies. What really needs to happen.
Make a better challenge fantasy.
Harrison would just kick our ass because he knows all the sleepers.
The sleepers.
Well, we need to make a separate league without Harrison. That's like we
is
all
the
have a
real-
chance in.
All right, so are we good for ratings now?
Well,
Ratings.
Do we never finished talking about the ceremony. Do we want to
Oh,
finish
yeah.
that?
Nah.
Nah.
What do you have to say about it?
Well, the whole thing with the light beams was funny.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So after they do all the iPad scans, they have these 11 light beams, and Tej went on for a while talking about the light beams and how the lights represent matches and all this stuff, and then they light up to show how many people actually picked the perfect match, but you don't know who's right, who's wrong. So they got 3. They were real excited about 3, but now next time they have to get 4 or more, or the money gets halved.
Oh, it's 4 and or next time.
Yeah, you have to
Interesting.
go
You have
up
to keep going
every
up.
week,
That's
or the money
interesting.
gets
So it's
halved.
kind of tough that they got 3 on the first
It's
try.
actually
there.
kind of bad they got 3. If
Yeah.
you want 1.
How many
I
weeks
missed
are
that.
there?
I
Do we
missed
know?
that piece.
I don't think we know. Maybe episode 1 told us.
It's
Well,
really
like-
gonna.
So if they don't make that, does somebody go home or just the money get halved?
The money gets halved, no one goes home.
No one goes home.
Then we didn't.
How does somebody go home?
So it sounded like at the very end they voted on which pair goes of the 3 that went on dates.
Oh,
Which pair do they send to the
truth booth?
truth booth? And it made it sound like if the truth booth says you're a perfect match, you go home as a perfect match.
And your
With no
beams.
money.
Unclear.
Unclear.
That's the thing. They
we don't know.
It was like, oh, watching episode 2 is great. We're gonna get one light ceremony, and we're gonna get one truth booth ceremony. This is perfect. And they screwed us by doing the cliffhanger on the truth booth.
Right.
Some
Damn
bullshit.
Don't
They-
care.
I guess they kind of have to do this because, or else you'd have situations where there are people who are voting for each other as their perfect match because they need to do it to win the game. But they're not actually into each other, like relationship wise, so they're not even hanging out with each other in the house, and things get super weird that way. You know,
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh,
I think that would be funny to watch.
I wonder if that was the case in a past season. Like,
Maybe.
if there's 6 seasons, I wonder
Could
if the
be.
truth booth was like an innovation to be like, oh, we got this problem now.
Yeah.
We gotta weed out the perfect matches.
So you're saying
Yeah.
the process wasn't right.
they're
We're
tweaking
down the process. Okay.
But like now I wonder, like, so let's say their perfect match, they go home. Is it down to 10 lights, or is one light just permanently on now to represent their
I would
perfect
guess
match?
It has to be on, 'cause they
represents the
found it.
one. Yeah,
Has to be.
for sure.
It's gonna be right in TJ's face.
TJ.
TJ.
Those beams of light were also insane. So they're
They
shooting this
took
thing at
way
night.
too long to do this.
Yeah.
And they're like floodlights that, like, I don't know if it's like a festival or something where it's like you can see them from miles away.
Yeah, like big spotlights.
Yeah, like it's huge. It was
Everyone
it
was
dumb.
super excited. They were like, "Oh my god, we got one!" Ah."
Well, you gotta be excited to get 1. You get 0, the money gets half. But once you get 1,
There's no way they're getting more than $250,000 for this show.
You know
I
what?
don't think they'll get even that much.
I don't
It's
think so
tough.
either.
It's gonna be.
I
really
feel like
tough.
it can't be just split 22 ways. You split 100 grand 22 ways. Why are you on the show? Like,
To
they
get in the
can't
challenge.
just like walk
Maybe.
away.
Maybe it's only the people that actually are validated that like it's a correct match. They get to split the money. Everybody else is burned. Like if you don't find your match, they didn't say any of this, but like that's how I think it would be. More
Yeah,
interesting
but then
Well,
as
everyone
you
has
go
to
on-
find their match to get the money at all.
to get the money at all.
If everyone doesn't find their match, then no one gets any money.
That's definitely how it
Oh.
seemed.
Yeah.
But then does the show end at a certain week, or do you just keep going till they find all the
Well,
perfect
how many
matches?
times do you have to have $1 million till it's like $10? Then they're like, okay, we'll give you the $10. We'll go home.
It's probably like you have 12 episodes to figure it out because there's 11. I don't fucking know.
I don't think they're just filming the show for 3 months.
I don't
Like
fucking
2
know.
months is like max.
James
to
said they
film
were
this
filming it
show.
for 8 months.
Yeah, the rate they're going, it's like a fucking week
The-
per episode.
So
or
episode
whatever.
2, they said they were there for a week.
right?
So like, 2
Maybe.
episodes in a week.
Yeah.
Well, they're claiming it's a week.
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
knows
yeah.
what the producer filming?
It's probably like an 8-10 episode season, right? It has to be.
Yeah.
so.
did anyone ever watch the reality show The Mole?
Yes. Oh man.
So that this whole thing with the iPads and stuff reminded me that The Mole, the way you eliminated people was host Anderson Cooper typed into a laptop your name, and then on a TV screen it would go red or black, red or green to say
Yeah.
if you were in or out.
That was
That
so
was such a
good.
weird way to decide who goes home, and I was getting Mole flashbacks.
That
watching
show
it.
was so good. We should definitely watch that show for this.
Let's do it.
Let's
Oh,
do it.
man.
Throwback,
Okay,
throwback
we'll do
show.
All right.
It's in the queue.
Let's do ratings.
Go for it,
Ratings.
Max. What's your rating?
Top third, bottom of the top third. Entertaining. It's shit. It's funny.
Okay.
Rob, what do you got? What'd you got?
I'm putting it in the middle third. There was some real like a lot like Bromans. There were some strong elements. There were some weak elements, and I really felt betrayed that we didn't get to see the truth booth. So I can't put it
Yeah.
in the top third.
Oh.
That's gonna happen in every reality show. It
It didn't happen in Bromans. Bromans, they lit that guy on fire, and that was it.
Well, that's UK. They actually,
Do things.
they have a proper function for those shows. James, where's this place? I feel like when you started watching the show, it was definitely gonna be bottom third,
Mhm.
but I'm not sure what it is now.
So you're saying you don't think I don't even know where I was going to go.
I don't
with
know
that,
if
but
I don't know if it's elevated past the bottom third or not.
Yeah, I think this show was really intellectually sound. A lot of, valid points were being made. People were very rational. It made a lot of sense as they deliberated on these things.
Did we watch the same show?
So, no, this show was terrible. I fucking hated it. It's bottom third for 100%. Never want to watch it again.
You know what? Actually, I have an update. The fact that they've screwed us on the truth booth brings it to top of the middle for me.
Oh man.
Man.
Big
Quick
big
judgment over
update.
there.
Man, you
Big
you
update.
took my argument, changed your vote.
Yeah.
Imagine if we watched episode 1 and you didn't see any of that. You just
Oh.
saw a challenge.
I like the intros.
I don't.
So
All right.
James, are we getting a James rating or just bottom third?
I mean, I'll give it top of the bottom, mostly just because like production, show visually looks well, but like the host is like tries to save it, but like I just don't care about any of these insane people on the show, and like I actively hate many of them, and it just irritates me to watch. Like there was points of the show that I had to distract myself, like I couldn't deal with it. So like I just don't like. I kind of want to know what happens to Truth Booth just for some closure. But beyond that, like I'm not interested, and that's just the TV hook, right? So
Well, that's why I was like, you were super excited to figure out if the truth booth, so I didn't know if it elevated.
I just
that.
need some closure. I just wanted to know like, is any of this for anything? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I don't know.
What is love?
Like, yeah, I mean, like I totally get where Max comes from. Like they try to do some things to make it good, but it's not for me.
That's legit.
Harrison.
Oh man. I'm definitely straddling that middle to top line right now. I think that I have to put it at the top of my middle. I really like the way it's produced. I like the fact that you can kind of follow along with kind of what's going on in the show and kind of like guess along with them like who the match is going to be. I think that would kind of be like a fun thing on like a week to week sort of basis. So I think I'm gonna go top the middle. I think I want to go back and watch the first episode to kind of like see what some of these backstories are like, maybe, and then maybe I'll report back in a week and see how we're looking.
I have a feeling that we're gonna introduce a new segment to the show. Of If You Are the One updates.
Hey,
if
man.
you are the one updates. Oh,
Or
It's al-
are you the one updates?
it's
See,
also-
this is back again.
It's also definitely a positive in the column that it's a feeder show for the challenge, because if I want to be scouting those rookies, I gotta be watching Are You the One?
We know there's a little bias on this one.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way it was going to be in the bottom just because of that reason.
Yeah.
are
for
we gonna
sure.
call it the Are You the One update or the challenge scouting report?
Oh, I like it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Chris?
I'm debating on this one.
Really?
I think it's bottom of the middle third.
Okay.
It's so close to the bottom though. Like, it was entertaining to watch, but I'm with James that it's just like just garbage. It's just garbage. The entertainment value is just about these people that I don't give a fuck about, and they're just bad people, and I don't care. But it's slightly entertaining, so it's just like, bottom of the middle third.
Oh, I was definitely expecting a bottom third from you.
Me too.
it's so close. I mean, we watch such garbage that this is actually watchable. Whereas like we've
That's
seen
true.
some shit that's just unwatchable.
When the bottom third is full, like it's sitting on top of all the garbage in the bottom third, so it's just like it's just hovering on it.
So, Harrison, I have a question for you that I feel like I know everyone else's answer.
Okay.
Are you the one versus if you are the one?
Oh,
what's
man.
what's the better one?
That's a good question. I feel like I haven't watched enough episodes of either of them to really say, but I like a bunch of the quirkiness of If You Are the One, but I can't see myself watching as many episodes of it as I could see me watching of this show if I got interested in it, I think.
If you got
If-
interested.
if.
Yeah, if you got interested, sure.
Yep.
One thing on that note, both shows are shows where you want at least one light on.
That's
oh,
true.
that was
That's
deep.
true.
You want as many lights on as possible.
Yeah.
What's the lights? I'm confused to tell what you're talking about.
Are you familiar with the Chinese dating show If You Are the One?
That's
Barely.
the Australian version
Didn't we watch
of the
that?
Chinese reality show.
James, yes, we did watch
James,
that.
we
That's why we're
definitely
talking
watched
about it.
I don't know. Was that the one that was in another language?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Chinese.
Not the
Not
Japanese
Terrace
one,
House.
the Chinese one.
Not the one with the built-in podcast. The one with
Oh,
Little
yeah.
John.
That one was more interesting though. Like the people were just fascinating.
Yeah.
On that one.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like the cultural aspect was
Yeah.
cool, whereas like this one I think is more entertaining.
Yeah.
Like I could sit and maybe watch more of this. If You Are the One is like, I don't know what I gave it. Probably bottom third. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's the
Sure.
cultural aspects of that was what was interesting.
I agree. I guess that's what it was interesting to see like the difference in things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we get to updates? Sorry, we're trying to keep this rolling because Chris's parents like just landed at the airport.
Dun dun dun.
We should just get a
I,
challenge
I
time.
just got the text.
We should
Yeah.
just get
I'm gonna
Chris's
dip on out.
parents on the pod.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe next time.
James is leaving
James
the
is out.
pod because he doesn't want to be spoiled on challenge updates.
I
See ya,
kind of
James.
don't either, but also it's my laptop recording, so I'm just gonna hang out.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Are you leaving officially, or are you just walking in another room?
Hold on.
I'm putting shoes on and I'm out because
See
I
ya,
don't want to be
James.
spoiled.
See ya,
So it's been
James.
real. It's been good. I'll trust y'all to finish strong.
Nice seeing
Bye,
you.
James.
There he goes, ladies and gentlemen.
So while James is putting his shoes on, I can give a quick update that I've finished Master of None season 2.
Well,
Nice.
Oh.
I'm caught up on Master of None.
Well done.
I am not.
What'd you think?
I definitely like the season, though the last episode is so serious and not funny, and I was not ready for it. And so I was
Yeah.
kind of like, wait, what was that?
Pretty intense last episode.
Was that
for
the
sure.
40-minute episode?
No, that's the second last one's the hour-long one. And that one was pretty serious, but it was still funny. And the last episode was just half an hour, but it was not funny.
Is this the one with like it ends in with him in a taxi cab, or is that way earlier? In
That's
the
way
season?
earlier.
Oops, that's the last one I saw.
Oh.
You've got a few episodes to go.
Okay.
I don't think you've just seen the Thanksgiving episode, have you?
Oh, is that the one with? Yeah. I saw the Thanksgiving
Oh.
episode with the black friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Harrison, give us the update. Challenge
Okay. Challenge update coming hot off a challenge viewing right to this pod, actually.
Oh,
So, as we know from last week, Nelson got in a fight. And Nelson has been thrown off the show because he was in this fight. So they end up putting into the elimination Anissa versus Veronica, who are like best friends in the house. They have like another best friend elimination, which is pretty good. And then they have Tony versus Dario. And Dario, who hasn't done anything pretty much all season, he's in the elimination. And what's his name? Jordan with the mustache threw in Tony in the double cross because it's only people in their alliance left and the guys who were there. So Tony's in. And Tony beats Dario no problem. Like it's not even an issue. And then Veronica ends up beating Anissa. So then challenge is over, and TJ just goes like they're not even trying to pretend anymore. He's like, "All right, you got you two. You're going to the redemption house," and then he's just like, "Okay." Well,
Moving on.
Now you guys are going to the redemption house, and then everyone's like, "Okay, I guess there's gonna be another one." And Anise is in there again. She just got back from the redemption house, So they've done what we thought couldn't be done. 3 redemption houses in
We
one
knew
season.
they were going to have another redemption house. It's not even like they shouldn't even pretend it. They didn't pretend anymore.
This is
No.
a huge season.
This season is extensive.
It's gonna be double the length. Of
In
normal
terms
season.
of like number of game mechanics, it's way more complicated than most of the seasons are.
Is
Yeah.
it still the dirtiest season of all time?
It's still the dirtiest season of all time, and they keep on manufacturing these situations by which people have to burn and fight against people who are their friends. So it's made for a really good season, I think. And there's been people kicked off this season. There's been people who've been super racist on camera this season. Been people who've cheated on their girlfriends this season. It's been, I think, a pretty
Or all 3.
dirty season overall. Yeah, Big Tony,
Big Tony.
where you at?
Do you want to mention the challenge that actually happened?
Yeah. So the challenge was kind of crazy, right? So the team challenge. Chris, you want to explain it?
No, because I don't remember.
So basically, it starts with them in this like blacked out room, and then they had to like scratch like this black paint off of like a window with their fingernails to like reveal this puzzle, like some kind of math puzzle.
It was like numbers. They had
Yeah.
to pick numbers out of a quadrant.
to unlock the combination to like a pickaxe or something
Yeah.
that they use to bust the window down, and then they do this gigantic Tetris puzzle, cube Tetris puzzle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a 3D cube puzzle.
That sounds great.
But some have said that the stakes for one of these challenges have never been higher. So
Definitely a quote.
TJ introduces the challenge by saying the winning team will be safe from elimination. They will get to nominate a guy and a girl to go into the Presidio, or the Pisidio as it's referred to in the show occasionally. And they get to pick a guy and a girl to send straight to the redemption house.
Whoa.
So there's a team of 4 people that are about to have a lot of power here. So the winning team was Jordan, right?
Yeah,
Jordan
Jordan.
and some other people
Nah, it doesn't
who I can't
Jordan
remember.
and some other
And some
people.
other people I
Love
can't
those
remember.
guys.
Oh yeah.
There's 2 guys and 3 girls is what I remember.
Jordan, Veronica, because Veronica's the one that figured out the Tetris puzzle, and then a couple other people, Kayla and somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was 5 people.
Yeah.
There's 2.
So
yeah.
who'd they throw in the redemption house?
So the cliffhanger is when they come back to the group and TJ's like, all right, now you got to pick someone right now to throw in the redemption house, and then it's just cliffhanger. So
Okay.
as you will. Yeah.
Sounds like a great episode.
But excellent episode.
Maybe they realize, oh shit, this thing's going to take us 8 months to finish. Maybe we should like speed this up.
Yeah, maybe. It's a lengthy season. It's been great.
He still hasn't told them it's $1 million.
He still has a secret.
I can't believe that they're just queuing that up for 12 episodes.
I can believe it.
They're playing a real long game. It's so good. I can't wait to see what they decide to spend that reveal on. Like, it's got to be something amazing.
Yeah.
It's got to be good.
I don't know. It was a decent episode. I'm definitely not excited about it as you are.
Oh man, it was good.
At least we got 2 challenges.
Yeah.
I like when we get 2 challenges. That's all I ask for.
2 challenges. Yeah.
Anyone else got anything to talk about?
No?
All right. Well,
Yeah.
How was
You can-
Kingsman?
Kingsman was good. I liked it. It was enjoyable. I don't think it was quite as good as the first one.
The first one was just an unexpected delight.
Yeah, the tone is the same, and I thought that the action was good. I thought it had some pacing issues, but other than that, I can tell you that I finished American Vandal. That show is genius. It is
Oh.
so good. Watch it.
Did you watch episode 2?
I have not.
There's a prank call that you will really enjoy.
All right.
It's so good.
Harrison, are you on this Vandal train?
I haven't watched it yet.
You should watch at least episode 1.
Okay, I will.
I made Max watch it the other day. It was great.
And I'm in. I came back drunk from karaoke a couple days later and watched episode 2. I was even more in.
oh yeah,
I
like-
I definitely got a message at like 4 a.m. being like, "You gotta watch episode 2."
Yep.
like the first episode, you got to make it past like the first 10 minutes. It starts drawing you in. Episode 2 really pulls you in. You're like in
Yeah.
on episode 2.
I'm pumped.
All right. Well, you can find us on Facebook.com/whoputthison. You can tweet at us at whoputthison. You can email us questions and suggestions at whoputthison@gmail.com. You can rate us on iTunes. That would be great. And we'll see you guys next time.
See you, Chris.
Bye.